G'day viewers, welcome. This is Kevin. We're going to get straight into it today with a few UFO clips that were taken over the same morning. So the circled section on the right and the lighter blue is enhanced and zoomed in a bit. I've changed the color. The footage on the left is pretty much the original. It's zoomed in just a tiny bit. There's 3 stars in this footage. So 1, 2, and 3 stars. And the object you're looking at is here. Now you keep an eye on that object. So that's definitely not anything moving in a normal manner. I was excited to see that at that point, so I actually shifted to the other side of the house where I could get a better view of it without any trees in the way. But then it appeared to be gone. That's when I noticed this object moving over the top of me. That's me turning the phone. That's not the object zipping around, by the way. If you keep an eye on the stars, you can sort of see its movement. It's not a dead straight line. I've stabilized the footage as best as I can. Once again, on the right is slightly enhanced, slightly zoomed in. But that's flying directly over the top of me. And even at this point, after seeing the first object, I'm still almost thinking, is it a plane? But there was no sound at all coming out of this thing. It was just doing this kind of regular. And I don't know if you saw that, but it kind of jumped just then. It sat still just for a second. That's nothing I've done with the camera. It sits still and then it actually jumps real quick. Sit still. It just zips off again. I do believe the flashing is a form of communication. It's letting me see where it is in the sky, making it easier to see. I think it's quite intentional. Maybe mimicking an aeroplane, just if anybody else sees it, they're going to be thinking, oh, that's just a jet flying through the sky. But yeah, that's directly above me and moves over the top of me. It actually went out for a moment at that point, and then this is about, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes later, and then it appears in another patch of sky. So it nearly stops at this point. Watch this speed pick up. Now, the pulsing at this point is definitely not regular. It's not like 1 pulse, then 2 pulses. It is all over the shop. Actually moves around a little bit there as well. Not dead straight line. Then, this is as the sun's coming up just a bit more. It shows up again. Once again, I almost thought this was a plane, but it just disappears after a little bit. I'll zoom in on it here. Now you keep an eye on it. Kind of a regular pulse. It could almost be a jet or an aircraft of some sort at that point. But then it just turns off. It's gone. So I take the camera at that point when it stops, and I started filming again about the area where it just turned off. And as the sun was coming up, some birds started chirping in the trees next to me. And that's when it got really weird. So I'll play that for you again. What it appears to be doing, once again, I'd pointed the camera at the spot where that craft had just disappeared. And what it appears to be doing is acting like an oscilloscope to the birds that are literally right next to me in the tree doing their morning chorus. So let's have a look at that again. At that point, it disappeared again, and that was the entire sighting for the morning. It lasted about from 4:20 a.m. through to about 10 past 5 or so a.m. And then that was it. It was over as quickly as it began. It appeared to be coming in closer as well. But I do believe at one point it was definitely mimicking a jet. But like I said, it turns off its lights. I can almost see it there once the lights are off. I can almost see a faint object there with my eye. But the mobile phone camera is definitely not good enough to pick up on it. But it definitely made itself visible and known a few times. The only one that I can really think of that it could be is that it's a drone, but I don't know any drone that can act like an oscilloscope to the sounds that are happening right next to me. Do you? So if you stuck with me this far, I'd like to thank you all for watching. I really appreciate all the people that are watching all the way through. I'm a very small channel just starting out, so any interaction I would be highly grateful for. So please feel free to hit that like button, comment, and definitely subscribe if you want to see more weird videos like this, because I actually have a large backlog of sightings from 23, 24 that I've been saving to share. So if you want to see more clips like this, I have more coming up this week. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been Kevin for Contacted Human. I will see you all next time. Take care. Bye, guys. See ya.